We want to know what happened.
Welcome to another episode of DC by Night. I'm actually officially classifying it as World by Night now, but specifically based in DC. Tonight is an Elysium. The Princess called a meeting with all the kindred of the city. Every NPC showed up because, well, I'm their ruler, so they do what I say. And as you can see, we have a Ravnos representative and two Bruja, and one White Candle who's kind of hiding. She's AFK, so. As you guys get to the fourth floor, you guys pass through security. By the way, no weapons are allowed in this club. They have scanners, high-tech shit that they got from Side Market that will detect any weapon. All they do is you put it in like a gun cage kind of thing, and they give you a ticket for it, and then when you leave, you get it back. So there are no weapons, so nobody is coming in armed, not even the prince himself. So that's the good news. Is you know the only people who are armed are the security force that is there for the club itself. For those who are who are vampires, some of the security force has the gangrel wolf symbol and wolf head symbol. Not all of them do. Some do. There are some normal people here. Others have a strange symbol you guys don't recognize, mainly because nobody knows them. As you're going up all the way to the fourth floor, you hear the various music on each level. As you get to the next level, the music you heard on the previous level is non-existent, and you hear whatever crap is playing there. Fourth floor, it's completely quiet. It's set up nice and neat. It's in a U formation. The Primogen are all seated on either side. The Prince, the Harpy is on the left, and there's an empty space on the right. Kind of was hoping Josie was here because that empty space is going to be filled by her. As everybody kind of shows up, Ravnos, you're not represented, so you basically can kind of just hang out. There is a bar on this level. It's a fully functioning bar and kitchen. So, they do cater to the kindred community, so they do have blood wine, stuff like that. And on this floor, you don't have to worry about, the masquerade because, it's... Okay, good. Because it's fully controlled by the vampires right now.
So, at this bar, are we able to drink as much as we want?
If you can pay for it.
What do they charge?
For blood wine, we'll say $8. But blood wine. It's just regular blood. It's not tainted with anything. It doesn't have anybody else's blood. It's no vampire blood. It's
right,
straight human blood.
And like $8 per point, pretty much.
No, $8 will get you 6 points if you're super thirsty.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, I'll do that.
There you go. At the tables where the Primogen are, they all have bottles and little goblets. The bottles are obviously blood wine. You see all the Primogen represented here. Chris, your Primogen.
Josie says she's en route.
Yeah, I saw. Gives me a minute, anyways. We made David the Primogen, right?
David's Primogen.
Okay, there we go. Chris, the True Blood guy, or Vampire Diaries guy, whatever he is. I can't remember what series he comes from. That is your Primogen. The one up top, the older guy, that is Prince William. You gotta know he's Venture, and he looks it. He's sitting there. He kind of looks around. All right, let's get this meeting done and over with. Most of you who don't know, you'll find out soon enough. This city has suffered some issues, which have since been resolved due to some members. I'd like to at least acknowledge their assistance in cleaning up the mess that was left by the former people who were running it. He just kind of looks over at the Harpy. The Harpy just kind of shrugs. Fuck you, I was in charge. Kiss my ass.
I'm a Nosferatu. What do you want from me?
Yeah, fuck you. We're information gatherers. We're not goddamn running the city.
You should talk like that at all times in real life. It'll suit your, looks better.
Having seen Ryan, that's funny. That's too hilarious. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked. He looks over. For those that don't know, I go by old school standards. You want respect in this city, you gotta fucking earn it. Many of you, there are a couple of you who are new. Some I don't even know what clan they represent. He kind of looks over at your character, Tony. We'll get those intros out of the way here shortly. And he looks over at the other Burrow. Dave's just kind of glaring at him. Dave doesn't like him in power, by the way, Chase.
Oh. Well, he could have told
doesn't.
me that. Shit.
He doesn't like it, but he has no choice. The backing the prince had was too much for even the Burrow to take on.
Yeah.
He had the Gangrel Nosferatu backing him. There was no way it was going to happen.
Yeah, I kind of thought that.
Yeah. But doesn't mean David hasn't liked it. So that'd be fun within itself later.
Does he not like him personally, or is it just a Ventru Bruja thing?
He actually just doesn't like William personally. He doesn't mind the other Ventru. The other Ventru seem to have a little more level head on them.
Alright, where the fuck is this house?
Are you going to a call right now?
Uh-huh. It's just an ambulance assist, though.
I don't even know why you guys are going on this.
I have no fucking clue, but they bitch at me if I don't get a name. So I'm going to show
So
up.
if Brian dropped out, we'll know why.
Yeah, it'll be like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about it.
I'll play for your character while you're gone.
And 2 minutes later, please submit to the character sheet.
And Chase suddenly becomes, the Ravnos' bitch.
You've had 3 separate gender reassignment surgeries since you left. You were indecisive, so.
Actually, I just pulled up, so.
All right, go handle
Okay.
it.
So you'll be back.
All 11:23.
That's all right, because I need to intro your two characters to be officially recognized in the city. He actually looks directly at your character, Tony. Mainly because I forgot his name.
Oh, Christoph Romantic.
Okay. Yeah. All right. He looks at Christoph. Since I don't see you standing near your primogen, I'm assuming you're of the independent clan, of one of the independent clans. Step forward and introduce yourself.
I will do so. Step forward, say, my name is Christoph Romantic. You may call me Chris of Clan Ravnos.
He nods. As long as you abide by the rules of the Camarilla, I will have no issues with you. Break those rules, and I will declare a blood hunt without any evidence whatsoever. Do we understand each other?
Yes.
He nods. Then welcome to the city. Hope you enjoy. If you want a domain, you will have to speak to the closest one that would represent you. He looks over to Christina, who's the gangrel. Christina, you will, in a sense, be his intermediary. She just looks at him like, really? But doesn't say nothing. And that's Christina, by the way. And she just nods, just kind of ignores him.
As expected.
Yeah, she was a gangrel. Fuck him.
I don't know.
It wasn't actually her. It wasn't her decision to agree to it. She was outvoted by a Justicar.
It happens.
Justicar, if you want. He just kind of nods to you, and kind of basically that's his way of dismissing you. He looks over to the Bruja. Step forward and introduce yourself. I assume since you're standing near your primogen, you must be a clan Bruja.
I am so fucking Lee. Name's Jeffrey Arthur, mate. Pleasure to meet you.
He just glares at you. Well, that is yet to be determined. Follow the rules of the Camarilla, and we'll have no issue. For domains, speak to your primogen. They will be in charge of setting that up.
Got it, loud and clear. I like your style.
Yeah, he's pretty blunt and to the point, because, he's got other shit to do.
He just snaps his fingers and points to them. He's like, yeah, he approves. Is that Miss Rougeau's approval? Immediately. Or maybe you should think
welcome to the
no one really knows.
Welcome to the city. As I told the Ravnos, violate the rules, you will be blood hunted and destroyed. It's really that simple. The rules are pretty simple to follow. Don't fuck up. And then he just kind of looks at everybody.
Less laws in the human world. They got like thousands of those. Shit. Should be hard to keep the sex.
Sorry, that's funny. William goes, just to make my point. He snaps his fingers. You see two men come forward. You see they're dragging a person with them.
What shit were you doing?
This one was caught consorting with the Sabbat.
Call 11. They're looking for the address on Park Lane now. You can't find.
He stands up. You see him hold out his hand. You see one of the guys that's escorting this guy pull out a kukri. He flips the blade over, hands him handle first to the prince, and the prince just chops his head off. He hands the knife back, walks back over, sits back down. I think I made my point.
Zing!
He just kind of looks at everybody.
Good fucking terrorist.
Plus 43, if you get an alarm at this residence.
Last report I got from the Primogen is that things are finally starting to calm down. Baltimore was taken over by the Sabbat. There's nothing we can do about that right now. The most we can do is just shore up our defenses and ensure that they don't make another attempt at taking taking DC.
Good. I'm good at punching shit.
William's just going nuts.
I actually came back here to start a small business with some of my clan's treacherous dogs. Should be fun. Proper ride.
So, are we all seated, or are we?
Yeah. There are extra chairs for like the ghouls and the assorted kindred who aren't who are independent. There are some other independents here. You see an Arabic man. Let me find this picture because I got to go through all these. I repeat it. If I had a better thing, here we go. I know he needs a new outfit, but see him. Yeah, the picture was already made fun of about his comment about his shirt. He's just sitting there. He's just listening. William looks over at everybody. I expect people to work together in the city, to be one cohesive unit. If I find out that is not happening, those responsible will be brought before me and have to explain themselves. He looks to the Bruja and the Ravenous.
There is. Oh, sorry.
There are several coteries already formed, aka out of character. Most are NPCs. There's one coterie that is formed of PCs, and that's who he's going to throw you with. Which is good because they're actually doing something. He looks to It's Brett, right? Jeffrey. God damn it! I'm gonna get the names right eventually.
Jeffrey.
Too
Don't
many
call him Jeffrey. I'll have to roll for that.
11.
He looks over at Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you will be assisting your clanmate Chase. And help him in whatever matters he needs the assistance in. I'm sure your Primogen will be able to fill you in on the more intricate details.
Yeah, get bitches. That's the main priority of Chase.
Aye. Nice. Brother's gotta help a brother out.
Rabnos, I can't tell you what to do, but I would recommend, since there may be only 2 others of your clan here, you might want to at least associate with some of the others for protection's sake.
Oh, I'm surprised there's 2 others in the city. Did I
William
know?
just smiles. No. No one told you.
Oh, no. Okay.
Those 2 particular Rabnos tend to work even outside the Rabnos realm. They're more independent than even the rest of the clan is. They are truly independent in the full term of the word. Will they associate with you? Yes, because you're a clanmate. But
Well, yeah, I would say my character,
I mean, you may have
identifies
heard of.
independent
You may have
contract.
briefly heard about him. Yeah, you may have briefly heard about him, but it was one of those.
Just as long as it's no one screwed over, or has screwed over me, that's fine.
No, neither one has screwed you over.
Yeah.
And I haven't screwed him over yet either.
Yeah, true.
Well, actually, I mean, you try not to screw over each other. Try not to.
Josie, you can unmute when you're ready. The Elysium's going on. William just executed one of the Sabat traders in the Elysium in front of everybody to make a point.
Which one was it?
I don't know, one of the others.
Don't know, he's Ash now.
Yeah. Well, actually, he's just dead. He wasn't old enough to be Ash.
Oh yeah, so it's just rolling.
Oh, wait, was it their venture guy?
No, the venture was taken out by other means. Amaranth, baby, for the win.
Top man.
So
Yeah,
if I want to
someone got the diabler as his
how
ass.
do I do that? Sorry to interrupt.
Okay. It's alright. When you go to the toolbox on the left-hand side here, actually,
Right.
I'll show you. I'll screen share it so you can see it.
Screen share?
See the toolbox here? Oof, holy crap. But you see this little box here. When you click on it, you'll see this side here, where it says Custom Overlay. If you pick the custom upload, like you can click on it and it'll bring up whatever pictures you have on your computer or whatever file. Like mine goes straight to my RPG book section. When you do that, you just pick a picture, for your character, whatever picture you have.
Yeah.
Click on that. You actually here. I'll just do it. We'll just do that one. Just click open, and it'll put it in this little box here. See where all the numbers are now. When you do that, click, instead of it being off, you click it to on. And that's all you do.
Okay.
We use Manicam and stuff like that. That's why ours is a little different.
I gotcha.
Manicam is great. It gives you, for the free one gives you the 2 boxes here, like I have. Which reminds me, I'm going to switch that out. Yeah. So yeah, Josie, he has officially executed one of the traitors. I don't remember which one. There was one in each clan, probably one of the Toreador.
Okay.
He literally had them drag the Toreador in. He, was handed a kukri and chopped the head off right in front of everybody, and then walked back over and casually sat down like it was another day.
That's cool.
He's officially told the 2 new people, Tony, the one who's got his video with no wording, and Chris, so for chat purposes. He told them basically follow the rules or he will order blood hunts and have them destroyed.
Okay.
With no
Yeah,
evidence.
He's a dick. Yeah, yeah. He specifically said with no evidence. I will order Bloodhunt to destroy you. Which a lot of people are like, yeah, you can't do that. But he is the prince. You can argue. Christina, your Primogen, is not real happy with him. Really not liking the decision, and she's still wondering what kind of deal was struck with the Justicar for this that. But that's stuff she'll deal with on the side. Jeffrey and Chris, aka Tony and Chris, God, that's gonna get weird. They have been told that it's better to work as a group within the city. And Jeffrey, the Bruja, was recommended to Chase, obviously. And the Ravnos, Christina was kind of given, basically going to be held responsible for what the Ravnos does, which Christina's really not happy about. Because that's not right. She can't control him. He's a clan. You know, he's an independent clan. That's not her problem. But so she'll be like, they were told to try and work with the ones who are active. William did give acknowledgement to those who have actually done, deeds within the city, which is your coterie, by the way.
Yeah, us.
And here's a fun one. As you arrived, since you arrived a little late, as you arrive, William goes, "Just the girl I wanted to see. Veronica, step forward."
I'll step forward then. Yeah, this can't be good.
As per recommendation from a clanmate of mine, I am officially titling you with the Seneschal. You are the prince's right hand. Christina looks confused.
Fuck face.
Congratulations, darling. Secretly, he's thinking, haha, he just signed her death warrant. That's hilarious.
You are given title of Seneschal and all responsibilities that go with it. He did specifically say a member of his clan recommended him. You probably have a good idea who did.
I don't believe that's a wise recommendation.
You are welcome to turn it down if you wish.
Okay, then I'm turning it down.
Very well.
Oh, man.
Christina waves you over for a minute. Come here. Come here.
I go over there.
Okay. I get you don't want to have that kind of power, nor want to be, his bitch. But think about it this way. It's a good way to get the right influence to his ear. He's going to listen to you before he listens to the rest of us.
I don't believe I'm capable of that responsibility.
It's your choice.
I have enough on my plate as it is.
You're not. Fair enough. William looks very well. Then it will take me some more time to determine who shall be Seneschal. For now, the Harpy and the two sheriffs will be controlling things when I am absent. He looks over at the Harpy, and they better do a better job. You see the Nosferatu scratch his head with the middle finger?
Who's the other sheriff?
Who did I put as the other sheriff?
You had Sean, but...
Oh yeah, Sean disappeared, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to reload, change that then. Is now... Now what the hell? Well, I'll put... Yeah, Yasmin is Gangrel, Sean... Can't be Sean anymore.
Is it my girl?
Yeah, what the hell? Elizabeth.
Yes!
Doesn't make sense. A Burhan and Gangrel as the sheriffs. Ain't nobody gonna fuck around. He goes, due to one of our missing one of the sheriffs is missing and presumed deceased, I am replacing Sean with Elizabeth. She nods. With that, I think I've made my point, and I think everybody understands exactly where I stand. I will call this meeting adjourned. Those of you who are new to the city might want to mingle with the others and get to know each other. We will be working in close proximity with everyone here as often as possible. The city will not, and I repeat, will not, have any undue influence from outside sources ever again. He stands up and just walks out because he's a
Out of character and out of I stepped out for 2 minutes. Did he say anything about the Alliance?
No, he hasn't done anything about the Alliance. Actually, before he leaves, you actually see Yasmin walk up and whisper something to him. You see him just kind of, even though they don't breathe, he just kind of sighs, walks back over. I'm sorry, I was informed that I missed something. We had no alliance. He turns around, walks off.
Whoosh!
Yeah, that's not gonna go well.
So, as soon as the prince leaves,
Yeah, everybody's just like, yeah, it's just kind of a hush there for a minute, and everybody's just kind of like,
I feel like,
oh, that's fucking it. Oh, I hate this guy.
yeah, Jeffrey just immediately turns to his primogen David and just says, "He sounds like a bit of a prick."
Yeah, is he ever?
So,
He's old school Venture, so I mean, you
uh,
know how bad they were back then. Oof. They only got worse as they got older.
we've already got enough of those assholes. Do we really need more, for fuck's sake?
Apparently not.
Well,
Apparently we don't
like-
have enough, so we need more.
Hey,
It's
I'll make a
my
shit
computer
load.
cuts out.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sometimes my computer cuts out, like I miss a couple seconds worth of dialogue here and there.
Okay. If you need clarification, I can
Yeah,
sorry.
so I might need a repeat, but I'll tell you when.
Okay. Yeah, David just looks. Oh. What a dick. And to kill the Alliance? Come on, man. That was the only thing keeping them from ripping us apart. Fucking stupid.
Was this alliance again? Who we allied with?
We had an uneasy truce between the shifters and us. They
Ah.
stayed on their side, we stayed on our side. He just broke that.
And alright, so when should I start getting the fuck out of here? When's
Stay
the
away
next
from the
train?
shifters.
That's
where I
been my
would start.
strategy since day one.
Well, they have kind of worked with us. I mean, they did help us uncover some things, and they got us some information. So I can't really argue with their results. I don't think it was intentional that they were trying to help us, but in a roundabout way, they helped us. So why ruin a good thing? I mean, at least if nothing else, we don't have to worry about walking down the street and getting our head chopped off by giant guy with claws.
I found, in my what little experience I've had with them, best option is to just get the fuck out of the way and let them kill themselves. They usually do so with creative ways. It's actually quite fun.
Yeah, usually that's the case, but it seems like they're more unified here than in most other places. And that's why we had the treaty, is because they were relatively unified. Like, there wasn't a lot of infighting. For us to keep our heads, especially for some of us who, cross lines all the time.
How did they benefit then if they were unified?
Because we stayed out of their shit, they stayed out of ours. I mean, which is usually what they do anyways, but occasionally there's some, lack of a better term, crossover. We run across something that involves shifter influence.
Yeah, bro, we're the motherfucking Camarilla. Ain't no matter how unified they are, they're gonna want to stay the fuck out of our way. They hide from humans the same as everyone else. You send them knocking on their door. Oh, looks like they got a bit of a
Yeah,
problem.
well,
Ain't no
I
big
mean,
bad wolf shit
hopefully
on
it
us.
won't. Hopefully, it won't come to an issue, and that will be fine. But I think he at least could have handled the dissolvement of the alliance a little better, rather than just, oh yeah, we don't have one.
We'll give him a little nudge. We'll push him down the right direction. That's what we do.
Okay.
And he's like kind of put like with a fist though. It's like awfully clenched. This is
Okay,
like
here's the problem. We may have a beast inside of us. They are the beast.
And if
fucking
only we had
animals.
someone that was the prince's right hand that could influence his decision.
Hint, 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 hint.
See, if you're taking the seneschal position, you wouldn't be able to say that. One, because he'd be the seneschal. And two, because talking shit to you would be a really fucking horrible idea, and he'd probably be dead.
Alright,
Becoming the seneschal is a path to getting my character killed.
so
Designing your character is a path to getting your character killed.
Yeah, but not a short path.
Why beat around the bush? Hey, disposing the alliance when we're a majority shifter city is also a short way to get your character killed.
Yeah, the shifters outnumber. Out of character, the shifters outnumber the kindred, like 2-1, at least. Thankfully, the hybrid helps decrease those numbers, but the shifters still have more numbers, and they will grow again.
I mean, I gotta respect the balls on you to tell the prince to effectively go fuck himself to his face, but I would have probably taken it up on that one. I mean,
yeah. David's like, I actually give you a lot more credit there, Veronica. Most people wouldn't have turned down the prince straight to his face.
See, the problem with being the seneschal is you have to be the seneschal. It comes with certain duties.
Yeah, but you're basically the next in line in case something happens to the prince. You would officially
Oh,
be
great.
declared.
Then I would
prince.
have to be the prince. That's something I don't want to do either.
Well, I mean, even if nothing happens to the prince, you still have a say over, like, as Chase put it, you can influence the prince's decisions.
yeah, imagine
No.
how I feel. I just got
As
here.
your-
I can't say shit. Sorry, good sir. I'm interrupting.
As your Primogen said, I mean, it is a good idea because that way, any politics you want in play, like more equality for the other, for the rest of the clans, because I can tell you right now, he's going to treat everybody, including us Bruja and you Gangrel, like shit. He's a Ventrue. He's an old school Ventrue. That's how they deal with us. We are
he's not
nothing but pissants to him.
He's in the business of giving us a say. The fact they gave you a say, imagine how I feel. I ain't got a fucking say. Imagine myself right now. You're lucky I didn't just go fucking man mode and try to blow up this fucking table right here. And
Calm down.
I'm never gonna get a fucking say. You got a say and you turned it down. I'm very
Jeffrey,
pissed
calm
off.
down. You will get a chance to have a say. You have a say within the clan.
That's true.
Everyone in our clan gets a fair shake and a fair speak. I listen to everyone within the clan.
That's because we're fucking brothers and sisters, We're the fucking future.
He nods. But let's keep what allies we have going. The Gangrel have worked well with us. We have teamed up and done one hell of a job at cleaning up this city. There's still a lot more to go, but if it wasn't for us and the Gangrel, there would be Sabat parking, inside borders of the Great Princes.
Aye, well, we're the fucking soldiers and the generals and all that, aren't we? As much as they wouldn't like to admit it.
They'll never admit it, but
We're the doers.
yes, it's who we are. It's what we are. As long as we embrace that and are proud of it, fuck them. Fine, we'll do what he says for now. If he outlives his usefulness, well, stranger things have happened. Dave just leaving with that.
Stone cold.
Hey, if you ain't trying to help my clan, fuck you.
Yeah,
That's how I see it.
Jeffrey smiles and looks very approving. Right.
All right. Well, Jeffrey,
Oh,
Veronica,
by the way,
Jeffrey.
while you guys
Yeah.
are all talking, my character would want to approach and see if I could just get as close as possible to be, in the in crowd without saying anything.
Okay. Perception alertness, everybody else. Yeah, I'm gonna make
Yeah, I have.
I'm not attempting
invested.
to stealthily do it.
Yeah, you're just walking up, but they're all busy having a conversation. I just want to see if they notice it while in the midst of this big conversation they're having. Let's see if David even notices. Watch Dave fucking fail it.
Hey, Will, when you're done doing it for David, you're going to have to roll for me, guy.
How many?
Perception and alertness, I think it's 5.
Sounds good. I'll just go with it, even if it isn't.
It's 4 or 5.
Okay,
I don't.
yeah. All right, you guys managed to see the Ravnos, who's been rather quiet, just kind of wandering around, and he seems to be heading towards your group. He's not doing it subtly. He's just kind of, it's more like he's trying to be respectful. You're thinking, but it's a Ravnos, so who knows?
Do I know he's a Ravnos?
Oh yeah, he fully said it.
Oh.
He announced it when he introduced himself to the prince. If he didn't say, there would have been issues, because the prince at least wants to know who's in this city.
I'm like a Ventru and stuff?
Yeah, I'm a venture and I'm a dick. Yeah.
I don't know why he sounds like Chase now.
All right. So, Chris, you notice that almost every one of them seems to kind of look in your direction. Ah, the Ravnos. Come over, Chris.
The magician, the illusionist. He kind of grabs your hand and shakes it vigorously, and has his hand on the your elbow, so it's kind of, or just below it. So it's he's shaking up and down almost. It's a very, very enthusiastic, powerful shake. We don't see many of your parts around here. What the fuck is up?
How you doing?
Absolutely fantastic.
He's apparently still young.
Yeah. So I guess I came in at a time where things got shaken up and a new regime just walked in, right?
David nod. Yeah. We were without a prince for a short while, and the Harpy, who was doing as much as they possibly could, looks over to the Nosferatu. Could only do so much with the power they were given. Harpy's job really isn't to run the city. They just keep tabs on everybody.
They talk the shit and everyone else walks it.
Well, I hope everyone takes this as a good luck omen of my arrival to the city and then these events unfolding.
Shit, if I was to say anything was ever bad luck, it would be you saying that. But I'll take you at your word, pal, because it seemed I like the cut of your chin. He's
Well, let's hope things
fucking with
do
you.
get better.
So, as my new trainee, my first order to you is to, be less weird and British about stuff.
That would be agreeable.
That's weird and British.
Which is an interesting first thing to say to somebody.
Wait, is your
Jeffrey-
character British as well?
Huh?
No, he is not British. And he looks rather offended.
So we have to ignore the accent. Okay.
Yes. My apologies. I cannot my accent. I'm trying to have it be a bit fucking buggish and shabby. I guess my accent's effective here.
Yeah, your accent is really getting point across. We didn't know if the accent was involved. So
No.
Well, he'll just say weird and, I don't know.
Whatever the guy looks like.
Right, yeah, whatever he looks like.
I mean, he looks very casual.
The little picture you see is.
Got the jacket, yeah. The hood is off, of course.
David looks at you, Chase. Jeffrey, Chase, Jeffrey. Chase has been one of the ones that has been instrumental in helping solve some of the issues, even though his unique style makes one wonder how he got that.
I like creative styles. Chase.
I'm an instrument of destruction, bro.
And Veronica here of Clan Gangrel has been one of the other ones that has been assisting in helping clean up the city.
My
So
man
these two are
Chase.
probably the ones you're going to be dealing with the most, because the way William worded it, basically, he's throwing you two into their coterie.
Yeah, I caught.
Yeah, I got that,
Welcome
didn't
to
you,
the
Chase?
club. Okay. So is Chase...
By the way, out of character, just for you two, your two knowledge, there's a section called coterie communication. Basically, you guys now have access to that. Even though you couldn't read it before, you guys now can actually respond and everything because you will be part of that coterie. On the forums, that is.
So is Chase supposed to be the one that, like, is the head of this coterie or a guy in charge?
No, established a chain of command. Everybody's kind of been working together. You know, depends on what is needed. It depends on who to go to
Technically,
first.
Yasmin was head of it, I think, or we were reporting to her.
You were reporting to her, but she was not part of the coterie. Because she's the sheriff. That's the reason why you're reporting to her.
Now
You'll
I
still
can
report
just
to
put
her.
her out and talk directly to Elizabeth.
Yeah, now you can. Now you can go straight to your own clanmate.
Now I have a reason to harass her.
Yeah, be happy with that.
Sexually harass her.
What other type is there?
Especially for Ryan. That apparently is what he does.
Well, Jeffrey will turn to this sexual harasser.
Here's Elizabeth, by the way. This is Elizabeth.
No, that's Gozar.
Goes
That
this
is the one
media.
that Ryan keeps sexually harassing.
I sexually harassed a lot more than just her in this game.
That's true, yeah. Even sexually harassed Veronica there.
Yes, finds this insanely creepy, and we'll keep tabs on his coterie leader for the future.
David actually motions Elizabeth over. Elizabeth, I know they were reporting to Yasmin, but I think probably between the two of you, at least Chase will probably end up reporting to you. I'm sure Veronica will continue to report to Yasmin. But make sure they keep in the loop and get everything organized. You know.
Oh, Chase will go way out of his way to like, congratulations!
Jeffrey will literally follow up with a exactly. He has no idea
Elizabeth
what
just shakes her
congratulating. He has no idea what they're congratulating her over, but he's like, she's Bruja.
I am now sheriff. One of our fellow clanmates, who was the sheriff, is missing in action.
My condolences.
Well, that was what was going on. Is there was a string of clan members missing of every clan. Since actually, you're the first Ravnos I've seen in the city.
I know, they're fucking
I'm sure there are two others. William seemed to be pretty positive there were. So, but, you know, then again, he's not going to tell me shit. I'll probably tell the Harpy, so, I mean, if you want to get a hold of those two Ravnans, George over there will help you.
No, I can hang out with you guys.
Yeah, if you can mind his creepiness, but, you know, he's a Nosferatu. It kind of comes with the territory.
Okay, so what is the most recent action to be taken or
let's see. Most recently what happened was there were shifters and kindred missing. They were believed to be kidnapped. I believe that has been taken care of. Last I heard, through the
They were
various
found.
grapevine. They were found. Yeah. Unfortunately, they were not found moving around. They were all killed. We have not found the culprit yet for that, so we're still working on that. We have uncovered a child slavery ring that needs to be taken care of. William, I don't know what his preference is.
You could get way more money for adults.
Hmm?
For the slavery ring, you could get a lot more money for adults.
Well, apparently
Dude, that's
there are...
fucking sick. Don't joke about child slavery. That's fucking offensive. I take offense to that.
Good.
Calm down. Good. We should all get offended by the child slavery thing. Because they could grow up to be fellow, clanmates or just fellow kindred. So We want them to have nice, normal lives, not whatever kind of fucked up world they're in now. I believe Chase and Veronica are working on getting those leads. Correct me if I'm wrong. She actually looks between the two of you.
Sure.
You know what? I'm going to let you two inform them of what's going on. I need to go check on some things anyways and speak with Jasmine. She kind
I'll
of
see you around.
Yep. I'll see you around, Jeffrey. And nice
You can
meeting you,
call me
Chris.
Arthur.
And she just kind of walks off.
Yeah. Jeffrey kind of his finger kind of does that to basically the rest of the Abruzia, as if it's like those are the people that get to call him Harper and no one else, and Veronica, and no one else gets to call him Harper.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead, you guys can talk.
missing people and child slavery ring.
Well, as you mentioned, the
Unrelated.
missing people were found.
But the culprit hasn't been found.
No. It's not necessarily unrelated. We just don't know that it's related.
We're trying to see how they tie together, if they tie together.
I'm not saying that they do. I'm just saying they could. They could.
Do you guys have? Is there a list of the people that have gone missing, or that you know of them and who they were involved with?
Yeah, there was a list at one point. I think I accidentally deleted it on someone else's thread. But I don't think I actually gave names to all the missing kindred. I think I just said they're missing kindred because they.
Well, right. I
part
mean,
of
you
the
can
city.
go one at a time, obviously, in the investigation, but just to see who they're involved with, who would benefit for them disappearing, if anyone would get,
There was one from. There was at
we
least
know
one from each clan
why
missing.
they disappeared. That's not a question.
Yeah,
There
that
was
has been answered.
there was this coup going on or something.
No, these are the ones that were taken for experiments.
Oh, great! So we get to pick between a fucking revolution for a dictator or experimentation on our fellows. That sounds dandy. That does.
I think some of the ones that were taken because it would be beneficial to the traders.
Oh, if they found out that they were traitors, the people that, found out something disappeared.
Bitches can't even own their shit. It's pathetic.
Something to that effect, I believe.
Chase, you do know that even the Bruja trader and the other traders who were caught, they were in the process of packing and getting ready to leave. Literally, they were caught in the midst of getting their shit and getting out.
Well, they got tipped off that shit was coming down.
They just didn't move fast enough.
Whoops.
Oops. Veronica, you actually see Jonathan walking. Oh, I missed the meeting. Oh. Veronica, just the lady I wanted to see.
Oh no. What now?
No, nothing bad. Good news. Looks to the two new guys. Can I talk in front of them?
They're new members of my coterie, so
Okay, cool.
may as well.
Chase, how's it going?
Hey, bro.
Did some digging while the bookstore was closed.
Yeah, bro.
Talked to a few people. And he pulls out a little folded piece of paper, hands it to you. That is where the next sale is going on.
Oh, excellent.
How'd you come about this? Shit.
I had to stoop to their level. I had to make them believe I was one of them.
Ugh.
Who's involved in this buy?
I went through third parties. And I was never given specific names. Joe, John, Charlie. A lot of generic names that could mean anything. No last names were ever given. No last names are actually asked for. I'm assuming whoever runs the thing knows what's going on.
Well, Lady A is still alive, bro.
I know. Her name was mentioned. She will be there.
I'm slightly surprised he knows that, but I'm not going to ask.
Yeah, when they mentioned her name, it took me by surprise. I was like, isn't she dead? And the response I got was, that's what she wanted everybody to think.
Suppose
She did, however,
Yeah.
sacrifice the kids on the plane. She did sacrifice the kids on the plane, though. The bodies they're going to find are not the bodies you're looking for, except for those kids.
These are
were
not
those
the
ones that were missing? Were those the ones that were missing and not accounted for?
Yeah, those were, a couple of them were. You knew she had 4 children on the plane. That much information had been passed. Because there were 4 children, 2 adults. One was believed to be Lady A. The other one, no one knew. And I got more information. That guy that's running around putting those glyphs up, he's a hunter.
Yeah, my ears perk up at that because that dude is on my fucking hit list.
And to make it worse is, he's a kindred hunter. Apparently he
Great.
specializes in destroying kindred.
What do we know about him?
From what I've been able to gather, his name is Charles Johnson. He had a pretty decent life normally, and then something happened. I can only assume he got mixed up. Where he lives is now under Sabbat control, so I can only assume that he was the victim of a Sabbat attack. But he doesn't see the distinction.
Fucking Red King always ruining shit for us, bro.
So he has made it his mission, and he's got a few, let's just say his count is more than I am comfortable with. And he specifically targets kindred and their hiding holes.
Hiding holes.
Well, I guess he and I have got something in common then. It's about trying to ruin our lives.
I'm not hiding my hole.
We know, unfortunately.
I'll take down any information Jonathan has about that dude, because that's going to be a blue book to some people.
Okay. Other than that, I haven't been able to dig up much else. I've been trying, but it seems like they're being a lot more careful about what information gets out. I would recommend that address I gave you, be very careful approaching it. I don't know if that was them setting me up or not. So if you do approach it with caution and be very, very careful. I do not want you to suffer because I gave you the information. And more news. The blood they took from the kindred and shifters, they are working on prototypes.
On what? I broke up.
Prototypes. First generation.
So
soldiers.
whatever group is behind it is still active and trying to...
Enons.
Yeah.
There were 8 other scientists who were active. I know
And
of 2 of them.
Yeah, they're still active. Apparently.
Grab who's ever in town ate that.
And the
People who are
kidnapping
in
of
town are
not
different.
just in our city. I have located other cities where it has happened, just in lesser numbers. They are definitely targeting at least one of each clan. And that includes Sabat. So, it's kind of a bonus there.
Not really worth it.
But if they manage to get a human to be, to in a sense, have our powers, that can be very dangerous.
You're
I
telling
think
us.
that's what they're trying to work on. I think that's what they're trying to work on. I'm not real sure. Either that or just make it a stronger vessel for the kindred blood.
This is a town full of crazy. I like it.
Yeah, welcome to DC, where shit goes all kinds of crazy in about 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's just normal DC.
Fortunately, I'm pretty good at beating the shit out of crazy. No offense to my cavians in the room, I didn't mean it like that. I'm not trying to be racist. But, yeah.
Actually, that's the one clan you didn't see represented the entire time. They are not there.
He says it anyway, just in case, they could be watching.
Just in case they may be hiding around.
Sneaky motherfuckers. Anyway, right. So I guess I should tell you what I'm good at, considering I'm going to be working with you. I'm pretty good, as you've noticed, I'm pretty good, as I've said, at breaking stuff. If you need something broken, I'm pretty good at that. If you need someone rattled up, I'm pretty good at that too. I'm pretty good at talking to people. Pretty good at getting stuff out of them. Pretty good at making friends, like our dear Veronica here. But investigation. Well, let's just say I talk the shit, I walk the shit, but I don't look at it. That's not really my specialty. I mean, it looks fucking disgusting, so of course why would I?
Well, the gentleman there has a point. You guys probably should share what you guys can do. That way you can make a more effective team. I mean, I already know what you two can do, but these two probably should know what you guys can do.
Alright,
Like you, point to Chase, like to sexually harass women all the time.
And I fucking party, bro.
And he parties, yes.
And I'll sip some beer. For no reason.
The good news, however, for you two is the fact that everything I managed to find out is you guys are on like a no-touch list.
What's that?
What the fuck?
You guys are on a no-touch list. Literally, nobody will come near you.
That can't be
Apparently,
good.
word has spread that if you guys are harmed in any way, it will be revisited upon them.
By...
There are numerous sources that have officially said that you two specifically. They didn't say anybody else.
No. It took a second, but it clicked. It clicked.
Yeah. So, good news is you guys are basically like the two safest individuals in the city right now.
Why doesn't that make me feel safer?
Because Sabat probably don't care about that shit, so I mean, you're never safe around those assholes. But that's exactly it's a very good reason to put them in an early grave.
And not all Sabat were removed from the city.
Yeah, got some business to sell there.
I fucking hate those dudes.
There are a few left. They're hiding and moving around a lot.
They're fucking fascists who figure themselves revolutionaries. Of course everyone else hates them. They're a bunch of fucking pricks. They revel in being a prick. I mean, who would like that? Only other assholes.
Bro, remember when I told you to stop being weird?
You're being weird.
All I hear about is pricks, assholes.
Bro, leave the talking about pricks and assholes to the fucking sexual harasser in chief here.
I'm not so sure you should be proud about that, my friend. But sure, go ahead.
Sorry, blocked out. I didn't hear anything.
Oh,
Nothing of substance.
nothing of substance.
Okay.
Just saying he's
That's
offering
my
to.
ass.
He's so proud about the fact that he regularly creeps on women.
Well, that's common knowledge throughout anybody who knows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna have to keep an eye
womanizers.
on that one.
Yeah, if you have any
I don't
women,
know
I'd
what it
recommend
is, but
keeping.
anytime Wiz talks, like it blocks out on my computer. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
His charm is so raw and powerful it overweights his
Apparently.
monitor.
I don't get it either. Yeah, that is weird.
He literally says his weirdness is part of his charm, so yeah.
I'll turn him down a little bit, see if that helps. It might just be your.
Yeah, no, I turned down the volume, but my internet connection at my place is slow sometimes.
Oh, my
that's
Buddha, I'm
another-
supposed to be loud. Go yell!
Can you give me a tip?
Jonathan goes, so I'd be careful with anything you do, Veronica. And good luck with these two. They seem to be a handful.
What about anything I do?
I would just recommend being careful. Even though you're on a no-touch list, it doesn't mean someone won't violate it. And you still have that hunter to worry about. Rumor
Like I
is he
said, I
carries-
don't feel safer.
By the way, rumor is he does fully believe in his cause. He feels we all are a blight on society and need to be removed. He also is known to carry specific weaponry to handle us.
Oh, well, hunters
That's pleasant.
hunters are faint prepared, so.
Yeah, wooden bullets.
Oh shit! I was actually expecting incendiaries. Huh.
No,
Guess
that's
we're
it.
lucky then.
You
Well,
know
no,
what that's
apparently-
not very useful against? A sniper round.
He's got to get
But-
some help though. It's not an
But I
easy
would
shot
be
to
careful
make.
with him. I did do some research. Apparently, he's of the faction of hunters that takes things way, way, way too seriously. Like, apparently, he revels in his job.
Wait, they don't all do that?
Some are a little more standoffish. This one will literally, if he thought he could do it, run into this place and kill every kindred he saw.
Huh. Well, today I learned something new. The more you know. Thanks for the tidbit.
That's what, from what I'm gathering. I mean, I don't know if he's actually that crazy, but the
I mean,
reports, so.
you know what Batman said? If there's even a 1% chance stays hostile, we should take it as an absolute certainty.
Pretty much. So just be careful out there, guys. This guy will not stop until the entire city is eradicated of the kindred population.
Poor bastard signed his own death warrant. Fuck.
Yeah, well,
So what do we know about this guy?
his name's Charles Johnson, and he had a family at one point in time. He does not anymore. He was in a city that was Sabbat controlled. So I'm thinking the Sabbat probably killed his family or whatever, because you know how Sabbat are. And something snapped inside of him, and he felt the need to destroy those who caused him all this pain.
And he's just a normal human.
He's what they classify as a hunter. They're a unique breed. They're specifically designed to deal with us.
I understand.
Yeah. I'm trying to say it in character because it's not like, well, yeah, he's imbued. They don't know that.
Right.
Yeah.
But
No.
yes, he will be a hunter from the book. I will be using Hunter the Reckoning when I fully flesh out his character, so just FYI. He will have stats, so he can die.
He's a chode, bro.
He's actually Samuel White in disguise. The horror. The true horror.
No.
Okay. Who was I supposed to talk to about my feeding grounds?
You're supposed to talk to Christina, who's the primogen for the gangrel. She's still around. They're actually, a lot of the kindred are still kind of sitting around just chit-chatting, talking about things. Mostly how much of a prick, William is. But He's a venture, so it's kind of standard.
Okay. Could we just say that I spoke to her and she told me, X Street
Yeah.
by Y Street?
Yeah, she'll give you a location where she'll allow you to feed. Since you're asking her is why she's more impressed. Usually Ravnos pick their own location that's in neutral ground and go there, but right now the city is getting locked up, and pretty much every spot in DC is going to be controlled by one clan or another. So she gave you part of her own domain.
Oh, that's nice. And it isn't in accordance with my goals for me not to try to step on anyone's toes at this point in time. So I would want to adhere to my feeding grounds, even though most of my feeding comes from my herd. So
that's fine. Yeah, but you still have, she gave you permission. She specifically tells you it's her personal domain that she'll allow you to feed in. She just, be careful about it. Don't kill them, obviously, but, because I
oh
need
no. All right. Yeah, and I'll be setting up my haven or havens within that territory as well.
Yeah.
It's just so she could keep a better eye on you, bro.
That too, but it doesn't matter.
Well, she'll get an eyeful.
That reminds me, I probably need to go have a quick chat with my Primogen, and he'll run over to Dave and say, "My Primogen, Dave.
Yeah.
Good
What you need?
About feeding grounds. Do we just have to go everyone, or do we have to have a little system set up?
Well, with us, we're a little bit more unique than the other clans. We tend to share our entire domain. Most of our domain is the warehouse district. We are trying to branch out and get some more. There are a few other places that we've been allowed to feed due to deals we have made with other clans. But we stick to the warehouse district mostly for any feeding purposes, and we control that territory. We brush up right against the gangrel, so we kind of, there's the little neutral ground in between that neither one of us are allowed to feed on. But they don't mind if we do it as long as it's us. As we don't mind they do it as long as it's them. We have other kindred feeding our territory, then they're all ours.
I've always liked the gangrels. I've always had that raw honesty about them. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah. They're pretty relaxed with it, so they don't mind so much.
I also have a couple of friends in news that kind of work around there, so I might just drop a couple of names just so we don't end up killing any one of my friends. They can be quite helpful, especially good at getting people riled up and making certain effects for us.
Good. But yeah, so the warehouse district, like I said, is ours. You're welcome to feed there. Anything outside the warehouse district, he actually pulls out a small map, hands it to you. That breaks down each domain. Christina will also give you one. Tony. I don't actually have a map of DC broken down into sections yet. I'm going to work on that, mainly because my Photoshop skills suck.
It's alright.
So,
I know it's like a spoke wheel. I get it.
Basically where the warehouses are, that's right next to that is going to be where the gangrel are. Venture have obviously the more higher clientele area, so like close to Bethesda, Cherry Chase kind of area.
But the gangrels area, is it primarily residential or?
It's a mix of residential and businesses, because they own a few businesses. They're actually in southeast DC.
Currently,
huh?
Are we currently at the Vox, which is their turf?
Yeah, the Vox technically is their turf, but the Vox is in the middle of the city. This is the one exception, is because it's a nightclub, and that's what it is first. The Elysium is used when necessary. It is a safe haven at all times for any kindred who go there. If you're going there to be safe, you are. It is protected from the sunlight. Every kindred would know this. It is protected from the sunlight, and there are places where you can sleep for the night. Specifically designed in the basement areas, but specifically designed for kindred. When they built this place, they built it to, be made for kindred, and kindred mainly. It just became a huge nightclub because it was so popular. And now they have 180 locations worldwide. So, and they're planning on expanding more. They'll have 300 or so, probably about halfway through this chronicle. Give or take.
Are they a publicly traded company?
Yes, they are. They have stocks.
Hmm.
Chase is going to be making some more investments.
Someone's gonna be busy in Blue Book.
Apparently, $7 million isn't enough for Chase. He wants more.
Hell the fuck no, it's not.
Just let me know who their competitors are, and there might be a series of unexplained accidents that happen.
That's easy to do. The Vox itself is just it's a nightclub organization, a nightclub company, and that's what they do is they build nightclubs all over the world. So any competition is just other nightclubs, but most of them don't even try. Like since the Vox caters to a wide array of needs, most clubs can't compete. They don't go out of business. They're just the Gangrel, what they do is they kind of subtly support those businesses in their own right, because they don't want to, they're not trying to kick out mom and pop organizations. They just wanted a place where they could, be a little more free with themselves and, not be so constrained.
No, man. I need to be number one again. Veronica stole all my thunder. Stupid hacking.
Yeah, now that you guys got everything worked out, David goes, just watch yourself out there. With this hunter, we could have issues. We do have patrols roaming the streets. It's a mixed pack usually between us and the Gangrel, since we seem to be the most dominant forces here.
And sorry, the hunter's name once more, so I could write it down.
Charles Johnson. I know it's just
Charles Johnson. And is that an alias, or do we confirm his identity?
All you know is it's Charles Johnson for now. Mainly because it was the ST quickly made up a name because he hadn't thought of that yet. But it will be an alias later. So when you finally start researching, you'll find out it's just one of many aliases. Yeah, he's got contacts. Is there anything anybody else needs to get done in the scene? Since you guys introed and kind of met each other. Like I said, the coterie communication in the forum page is now open to you guys, so you guys can, do blue booking for those days you can't be available.
Yeah.
And you can work on stuff like that. You can also do blue. You guys can, start your blue booking if you want, researching this, researching that. Anything I deem needs a scene, I will let you know in the blue book. Most of the book stuff is purely for just side stuff that I don't feel needs a scene. I'm going to research X, and I'm going to go on the computer. I don't need a whole scene for that. But if there's nothing else you guys can think of, I think we can end it there. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned as more gets developed.